Welcome to this Windows and Computer channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Monday, January 7th, 2019. And today, in our Tech News Update, we have NVIDIA that is actually already announcing as Consumer Electronics Show will start tomorrow, January 8th. Of course, lots of announcements are already there in the past couple of days. And NVIDIA, well, they announced that they are going to actually release mobile versions of the NVIDIA graphics GPUs, the RTX 2060, 2070, and 2080 in the mobile version, which means gaming laptops are coming, and very powerful ones too. Also, they announced that the more affordable, if we could say, mid-range RTX 2060 coming to the desktop, and a lot of people were waiting for that. Some people don't want to spend really high amounts for their graphics GPU, so having something that is more mid-range is often a good choice. So this is going to be interesting to see. Lots of really powerful chips there. Well, that's an interesting and surprise move. Samsung Smart TVs will be getting iTunes. Yep. And of course, there's a little something behind this. Now, to get iTunes, you either had to have a PC and get it from there, or buy a Apple TV. And we were not thinking that they would integrate iTunes in TVs because they wanted to sell Apple TVs. But it seems that well, Samsung Smart TVs will be getting iTunes, which is a very interesting move, and probably a acknowledgement from Apple that maybe we should have more opportunities for these services, like rent movies and TV shows and all. Well, interesting numbers. We know that Amazon Alexa has roughly, or a little more than, 100 million devices. And what we learned today was very amazing, is that Google, by the end of this month, will have 1 billion Google Assistant capable devices, which is not super surprising if you think that basically there's a lot of Android devices out there that, of course, have Google Assistant. So 1 billion. What is also interesting, so it's 10 times more than Amazon. But what's also interesting is that the user base, the active user base, grew 4 times faster in the past year. So pretty amazing. Smart homes are, of course, something that a lot of people are slowly getting into. And what is interesting is that McAfee and Google will be teaming up to actually make your smart home even more secure. And using the Google Assistant, you'll be able to see if there's any rogue activity in your network, the status of every devices. And the idea behind this is to try to make your smart home actually as secure as possible. Firefox is adding a new feature, which is kind of interesting. Some people have noticed that there's a new filter for content in the latest version of the browser. What happens is that it actually looks at the URLs and the links to websites that you actually visit. And, well, when you open a new tab, for example, it will display the top sites. Well, it won't embarrass you with maybe adult sites that you've been seeing. By filtering out that content, it will just show the proper and clean content, and kind of hide the content of adult content and stuff like that, which is kind of interesting. And of course, one of the reasons you might think is, oh well, they want to make sure that users are not embarrassed if they open a new tab and forget about whatever content they visited. But it has another signification. It's that in these tabs sometimes ads will appear, and they want to make sure that ads don't appear with bad content. AMD's Ryzen 2 CPUs will be quite interesting this year, as more and more companies are announcing, and I mean there's a lot of businesses that are announcing that laptops and desktops will actually have AMD's Ryzen 2 CPUs and chipsets this year. This means that this competition with Intel is really heating up, Ryzen is becoming the choice for a lot of manufacturers of new devices. And of course, Samsung announced another thing for their TVs in 2019, and I guess maybe it's an acknowledgement that their Bixby assistant isn't really picking up steam. Samsung TVs, smart TVs in 2019, will have both Alexa and Google Assistants available for those that actually buy these new TVs. So this is, of course, like I said, maybe an acknowledgement that Bixby isn't picking up, but also probably, having the choice of whatever you want on the TV. Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, of course, will be full of Internet of Things devices that are going to be connected, from bread makers to air dryers to ovens, doorbells, and more. But many experts are saying, will these devices and gadgets be secure? And that they want to emphasize on the fact that we need to have secure devices. It's very important, and that there needs to be rules to make sure that these devices stay safe. And as we start a new year, one of the questions that manufacturers are going to, of course, want to know is, with new laptops and desktops, and I mean, CES will have lots of them on display, and the manufacturers will try to sell their devices. What will be the PC market like in 2019? In 2018, after a little growth, it then kind of stabilized a little bit and even dropped a little bit. Many of the predictions are saying that we might have a 2019 pretty much stabilize in sales. No drop, no gain, pretty much the same numbers. This is going to be interesting to see what will 2019 be like for desktop and laptop PCs. And this is and was the Tech News Update for Monday, January 7, 2019. You enjoy our videos? Please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.